Welcome back to some professional StarCraft 2, a best of 5 Protoss versus Terran grand finals of the Big Gabe Weekly. The ESL Europe Cup, not as well known as that lately. We'll see if it changes today. Let me introduce, in the top right, the best Danish royalty / golden retriever / dark templar to ever play StarCraft 2. Weighing in at about half my age and double my IQ, we have MaxPax. A staple of these ESL Cups, but the original staple one, encompassing all, eclipsing it, and getting caught in his massive gravity well. We all are, of course. It is the biggest of Gabes. It's HeroMarine. It's actually been a little bit. Beyond has supplanted him somewhat in these ESL Cups. And in general, the consistency hasn't been there. But he's back. And I'm just going to add, for dramatic effect, with a vengeance. So put your likes and subscribes together if you like a good old-fashioned Big Gabe match. Because things are already off to a spicy start. A zealot to kick it off. HeroMarine knows his audience, alright? He knows his audience. As I oftentimes lament, he streams with commentary at top 1 to 2 GM. Well, maybe Cyril has rank 1. Top 5 Grandmaster in his second language. So that already makes me feel inadequate. And maybe MaxPax should feel a little inadequate, because right now, this early Zealot has already been preempted by the command center in the main. So the Zealot is supposed to slow things down. It's supposed to make it difficult for that Reaper to go across the map. It's supposed to make it difficult to really get anything done. But if you just simply build on the high ground, which was scouted by MaxPax, who, you know, like, he's figured out the Zealot isn't going to do damage, but you know what doesn't care very much about that silly ramp? Yeah, flying units. A proxy Stargate with the Expand. An interesting choice. Reaper on the high ground sees the Stalker. Widowmine about to come out at a very key timing. I don't know if that mine will be able to hit there. Might even kill the Zealot with the Reaper. Gets it and gets out. Alright. Not... Okay, yeah, that's not a Stargate. My brain... Yeah. Oh my god, Big Gabe with the hidden mine. Crouching mine. Nope, crouching mine. I was gonna say, like, jumping, but it was also the mine. So that joke didn't work. We're off to a rough start here, but MaxPax is as well. As he's got this 3-gate going on. Proxying Adepts on the other side, so it's every piece of a Stargate build without the actual Stargate. So, oh god. Why is every MaxPax game like this? So 3 Adepts are coming in. That's enough to kill these Marines, kind of. The boys will be pulled. Widowmine drop is already on the way across the map. I wonder if Big Gabe will figure this out. I mean, where did these Adepts come from? They had to come from somewhere. They don't just pop in out of nowhere. You might be like, but that's what Warp Gate is. Not exactly. You need a pylon or something. Meanwhile, though, the Widowmine drop boosts into the main. Blink is on the way. Probes on the run. Nothing much so far. 6 SCVs killed on the other side. MaxPax is microing those Adepts. Brought a Stalker in. Overall... Wait, does he have an armory? No? Okay, yeah. So the Widowmines can be spotted. Somehow the gateway pressure will end up... He just keeps adding on units. There's going to be a tank. Will MaxPax see the tank before the first volley? No. Cancels the shades. So overall, the Widowmine drop is slapped down. And the attack is deflected by HeroMarine, but... It definitely could have been better. We didn't have a bunker. He didn't have enough units to outright kill the adepts, and now a bit of an economic deficit. The mules will make up some of the difference. Reaper looking for something. There's a Banshee out here. The Cyclone just kind of wanders in. Oh no, Adept got into the main. The door was still open. He will kill it, but that does leave some open space. Drawing the tank shots into the Adept. Blink is done in 10 seconds here. Reaper looking for whatever it can get. Down goes the Reaper. Raven is out, and now, where does this leave us? There's no high ground vision in order to get Stalkers up to the main, which means the only attack angle is directly at the natural. We got the Banshee slipping and sliding in. The proxy gate and pylon are still intact. Charge on the way. So MaxPax, I mean, he has that fourth or third nexus. He's obviously not super tied to any sort of timing. HeroMarine, on the other hand, getting his third barracks. He's got +1 infantry weapons on the way. Looks like he's going to be adding on combat shield. The Observer is heading to the main, but the Marines give vision for the tank, and it shouldn't be too huge an issue. Not even MaxPax going to try to micro out of this one. The Raven, yeah, moves to... Well, that's a bit of a mistake. Wow, okay. Big Gabe getting a little greedy there. Trying to snap up the Observer, but loses his Raven, and one of those is a little more expensive. That actually hurts any sort of early 2-base push. Well, not really early 2-base, but any 2-base push without the Raven 1, you're not going to be able to deal with the Observers. No auto turrets, no anti-armor missile. That is, you just lopped off one of the arms of that push there. Scan is used. Gets rid of the Observer. And before MaxPax can do much else, HeroMarine's going to be coming across the map. The tanks will siege, try to snap up a Stalker or two. We'll get one. The other's microing back. Not that many Stalkers at all. How many units does MaxPax actually have? He's got 8 gates up now. 62 probes. Microing back. HeroMarine has quite an army coming across the map. Charge, lots, counterattacking. It's going to be one of those games. A lot of damage will be dealt. The Zealots already killed 7 SCVs, but is there enough to stop the arm? The tanks will siege. HeroMarine, a slick pickup there. Shield battery overcharged. Not going to be available because the battery is dead. A single Archon. The Terran army has so much damage being pumped out right now. Charge lots coming in from the back, trying to save the tanks. The bio stims away. Has to stim again. Only one medevac to heal everything. But the unit count for MaxPax is dwindling quickly. Still a Banshee. The Templar Archives is vulnerable. There is no other base. The Nexus is going to go down. 16 probes with it. A bit of a disaster. MaxPax trying to take... He cut too many corners. He tried to get the War Prism on the other side. He tried to have a Nexus. He added an upgrade in here. Templar Archives, but HeroMarine just laser focused on this timing. And overall, MaxPax doesn't have enough to deal with the army. A pretty cut and dry match there. Big Gabe understanding the timing. Relatively one-sided, but those are definitely mistakes. MaxPax, like those are mistakes any player can make, and I don't even know if I would even call them mistakes necessarily. It's very hard to judge how much you need to commit on the other side against a stim push like that. Overall, oh, extra drama. Okay, thank you. Thank you to Mr. Penguin in the chat. This will be... Really? 50? Wow. Alright, so when you win over a third of a tournament, This is like, oh, in total, like that doesn't seem right. There's... Alright, Jimmy, can we verify? There's no way it's 50. That's so many. So, alright, Twitch chat, handle the intros. Somebody write intro things. I'm verifying. I mean, it's probably right, but I still almost refuse to believe it. That seems ridiculous to me. Oh my god. We will see. MaxPax, HeroMarine, both staples. Beyond up there, Hero. There's a couple dozen players with one. Clem. Oh yeah, Clem kind of took over for a while. Zest. Oh no. If Zest had kept going for another month or two. Yeah, Zest was just kind of farming the NA Cups. The one thing is, Big Gabe. Big Gabe almost only plays Europe. I don't know if he's won any other region. That, I don't know if it necessarily makes it more impressive, but the fact he's limited to just a pool of... And MaxPax is... Well, MaxPax is all over the place. MaxPax plays NA just as much as Europe. I can never know when I see MaxPax... When I see Big Gabe in the finals, because sometimes things get mixed up. Alright? File organization is not necessarily my strong suit. But when I see Big Gabe, I know what server we're on. When I see MaxPax, that tells me nothing. Well, looks like we're going to start out a little bit differently. Big Gabe, I think this is just for MaxPax. Like, this is an admission just for MaxPax. The expansion on the high ground, we're not dealing with it. Alright? We're not dealing with any of these early zealots. Any of these early... just generally all the Protoss shenanigans that MaxPax's first claim to fame was quite literally the MaxPax build, which was, I can just build a gateway on the other side of the map, and then if I really need to, I can just recall units. It was the realization that you could just simply build units. You didn't even need a gateway in your main. So if there's anyone who is more experienced and more likely to be up in your face with gateway units in the early game, I don't know who they are. MaxPax is literally known for it. Wintermine drop on the way as we look. Oh my god. Did you see that? Oh, there's a singularity down there. That's the Cosmic Sapphire. Oh, Adepts, though. The Widowmine drop and snapping up the Adepts. The timing here. This is what Big Gabe is so good at. That German efficiency. He knows that the Widowmine drop is unlikely to do a lot of damage on its own. But he's tying in, moving out with his Marines. On paper, 5 Marines could potentially die to 2 Adepts. And overall, 2 Adepts would usually be able to get away. But he brings out the Marines at the exact timing. He comes in with the mine drop. And guess what? Now 2 Adepts down. HeroMarine's already pushing into the 3rd. He got a Phoenix off of this. He's only lost a couple mines, a Marine, and the Reaper. Without the shield battery done, there's still some potential for damage here. 2 Vikings to zone out. And the Vikings on the ground, not a bad choice either. But with shield battery overcharge as an option, HeroMarine may need to back off here. He's adding on more Cyclones. A 3rd Cyclone. begun. The Clone Wars have. Okay, come on. Was walking so hard, he actually boosts the back over this little bit. I mean, I do love it. That feels almost too fancy for me, but like, parkour. It works out. It works. But it feels like there's a lot more potential for error, even for Big Gabe there. A Viking clone army. He brought in his mech mercenaries. I've been playing some campaign. If you haven't checked out the nightmare mode on the second channel, well, that's because it's probably not up yet. But we're almost there. Almost there. But speaking of all ends, Big Gabe on 2 bases. He's still committed, whereas MaxPax has 57 probes. If he can hold all 3 bases, he's in great shape. But right now, with Stim? No Stim. No Stim. Okay, Stim's in the production tab. Learn to read. Learn to read the pictures. Okay, they're right there. You don't even have to know words. You just have to know pictures. Shield battery overcharge. He really held on to it. MaxPax drawing out so much and getting a Cyclone. Okay. Really fancy with that medevac today is Big Gabe, but... +1 and on the engineering bay, the triple threat coming in. Stim combat shield, +1 infantry weapons. Charge lot, the Star Charge coming together. I love the Phoenix usage. MaxPax with some incredible patience. And I want to just take a little time to talk about how MaxPax has evolved. He's gone from that all-in player, like, whose build was literally proxying a gate. And this happens with the best of the young players. Yes, I feel so old. But MaxPax, I think like 18 now. But a lot of very young players are all about the micro. Clem, Cyril and Raynor, especially Raynor, and MaxPax. But MaxPax has kind of, I'm not going to say calmed down, but he's kind of evened out his gameplay. And now he can play the full spread of games. He's not stuck on those all-ins, which sometimes would happen. And that makes it a lot more threatening, because he can do anything at this point and play the full game for it. A few Tactic Boys are coming with this attack. And it is on Big Gabe here to get the damage done. The Zealots at the back. Marines, Widow Mines connect. A great concave. Big Gabe, the execution. The force fields, they do nothing. Storm is done in 5 seconds. The Storms have to save the day. The Terrans are knocking on the door. Will MaxPax answer? Down go the Vikings. The Storms have to be huge. He gets a good chunk to start on some of the Widow Mines. Forces the rest back. The Zealots are holding. Widow Mines recharging. Charge lots close the distance. A single tank remains. Widow Mine almost recharged. Big Gabe is stepping in. The tank's still finding a lot of damage. Widow Mine picked up by the Phoenix. Phoenix knocked down by the Marines. The Marines themselves almost stimmed to death. So many SCVs were lost on the other side. MaxPax, an Observer comes out. All he can really hope for here. The Armory is done, and that means the Widow Mines are undetected. The probe's trying to escape a little late on the evacuation there. 13 probes down, and once again, Big Gabe takes a victory in the battle. And MaxPax is stuck, killing his own gateway to escape from his natural. I assume there was a recall. No? How does that happen then? How do you get stuck behind your own gate? Maybe he built a shield battery and didn't realize it walled? I don't know. Well, the Bio Army is just too damn strong here. The +1, well, +1 armor finishes. MaxPax had another base, which might be part of the reason this has done so much. The concave, he never steps within Archon range. It's just so hard for those Archons to get their angry energy off. And HeroMarine with another strong 2-base push, cleaving through MaxPax. And, well, Big Gabe looking to speed run this ESL Cup Finals. He knows how to win. He picked his timing, and he nailed it yet again. Jimmy! No, not the APMs. The points. Alright, one person noticed and was very upset. And to that person I say, have you considered YouTube Premium? Have you gotten enough ads for it yet? Don't worry, with YouTube Premium you can get less ads. Bitch. This message brought to you by NordVPN. Two refineries. A spicy start. It is Waterfall. We're all up close and personal on this beautiful, luscious, verdant map. Where we're all jammed in together with a minimum of bases and rush distance. You shall not pass and see what's in my main, says HeroMarine. Though the fact that he's walled off with a supply depot like he's a gold leaguer trying to hide his strategy, you know, should be a little suspicious. This is not something you typically do, except in very, like, this is a straight up mind game, is walling off like that. Let's see how MaxPax handles it. He dodges the Reaper, knows that... Wow, beautifully timed out there. Reaper comes in. Adept already chronoed out. Second Adept on the way. Oh, that first Adept a little off center. The probe comes up. Well, sees the command center timing. Gonna lose one probe to the Reaper. Adept's hunting. Yeah, the probe probably not gonna break through here. Will you actually burrow the mine to kill the probe? I think HeroMarine, like, MaxPax. Wow, that exchange. So, what happened was HeroMarine realized he didn't want to waste the mine on a probe. And then MaxPax realized that he wanted him to. And both of them realized it at the same time. The end result, though, is Marines come out and kill the probe. So, you know, the most expected one. The Reaper is still alive. Finally goes down. Oh my god, he didn't see the Stargate. He saw every part of the base, but the most important corner. The Stargate is not... I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if he expected it, but he saw every part of the base except the one corner with the Stargate building Phoenixes. And the building Phoenixes is a key part. It's not an Oracle. The Phoenixes require at least a slightly different response. Because an Oracle, like, Phoenixes don't straight up die to Widow Mines. The medevac becomes vulnerable. Well, we'll see. Phoenixes are looking to block out the Widow Mine drop. Unfortunately, there's a whole nother half of the map they're missing. The mine drop comes in. he have an armorer? 2 kills. Phoenix is coming back to deal with it. So remember, HeroMarine went for a very quick double gas. And with that double gas, that means his expansion was delayed. And since his expansion was delayed, that means he has less SCVs. And if he has less SCVs, he has less economy. And if he has less economy, we may very well be looking at a 2-base all-in again. This time, though, MaxPax has changed course. He's already adjusted. The Phoenix is a direct counter to the mine drops. And he's following up with a direct response to the bio army. No more gateway units desperately trying to get within range of a bunch of dudes with guns and drugs. No. This time, the extended thermal lance colossi are the choice. A much later third in favor of a stronger unit composition. I think overall, this will serve him better, especially in those straight-up fights. It becomes a lot harder to just stim and spread than it is against things like Archons. And HeroMarine right now, like, he's losing SCVs, he's losing units. Extended thermal lance on the way. Scan used to take out the observer. The observer kind of got the rest of the relevant information the Phoenixes didn't have. Twilight Council forged behind MaxPax, which with a old but solid style. We've been seeing a bit more of this lately. The Phoenix in the Colossus. It's a technical style. It's somewhat brittle in that if you lose either portion, if you lose track of either portion of the army, unlike charge lots or even blank stalkers, you can't really lose any part of your army without it significantly handicapping you. Like, you can lose 10 charge lots, but you can't lose 4 or 5 Phoenixes without completely losing the ability to defend your Colossi. Alright. Once again, okay, we get another shot at it. Here comes Big Gabe. He has 0 medevacs. He is entirely laser focused on this timing. Oh my god, what a save! In order to save his Vikings against the Phoenixes, he lands them in a twist of fate. Now, extended thermal lance done in 5 seconds. Lock on, doesn't land on the Colossi. Multiple shield batteries here. MaxPax with a lot of probes. 6 more gateways are finishing up. Thermal lance is done. Charge is not. Tactiboys being added. Oh, a single Ruptor has been added into the fray. The target fire is there. Disruptor shot, curveball, finds the Cyclone, but a Colossus goes down to the Vikings. Their combined fire is pretty devastating here. Shield battery overcharged, the tank push. HeroMarine is closing in. High ground vision provided by a scan. The last shield battery, and suddenly the Vikings are closing on the Colossus. Charge lots coming in. Oh, a bunch of Marines and Marauders were split off to try to pressure the natural, but charge lots sliced them up. Bunkers being added on. Hallucinated Archons at the front. I believe he knows, well, at the back, it doesn't really matter. Disruptor fires taken out by the tanks. Vikings on deck. Phoenixes lift all the tanks, and the Vikings unable to help. The bio army's pretty much gone. Just the mech units are left. Lifts up the Vikings to counter the Colossus and deal with the Phoenixes. Phoenixes taken out by the turrets. The Immortal cleaning up the rest. A warfare of charge lots. Medevacs are here with nothing to heal. Vikings on the high ground. Overall, MaxPax didn't lose, but he certainly didn't win that fight. Oh my god! He picks up 2 full medevacs of landed Vikings in this in a scale of 1 to happening this. Well, in one of the most topsy-turvy alternate universe battles, the surviving units are a bunch of Vikings inside of medevacs. Did the other medevac die? Did he lose all those Vikings? No, wait, no, he has another medevac of landed Vikings! Which actually do insane damage. They 2-shot probes. It's incredible. Can easily deal with batteries even if they're... He's killing the stalkers. Now, is there blink? There is no blink. He's got to get out. Oh, you know how stressful it is for an air unit to be stuck inside a medevac? My God, the amount of backseating is ridiculous. It's almost Twitch chat levels. Meanwhile, Vikings are now... those are ground units now. Well, MaxPax has a lot of experience as a Danish player here against Vikings invading his lands, but we'll see what he can do. Another tank push. HeroMarine with another 2-base play. Vikings on deck. Liberators to protect. Picks up. And juggles back. It's mostly ground-based units here. The Liberator's not quite in position, though they do clip the high ground. More Viking... it's all over the place. MaxPax has consolidated, though. A lot of tactive boys. This army... well, shield battery overcharge was used already. Didn't actually notice that for a moment, but the shield battery overcharge was a big part of this. Liberators. The SCVs as well. MaxPax swinging wide for a huge charge lot flank. Disruptor shot finds the connection. The charge lot's cutting off the reinforcements. The Liberator's trying to close in. Big Gabe struggling to really find anything of substance here. But the Venn diagram of freedom, the charge lot's closing in from both flanks. And HeroMarine has to tap it out. The landed Vikings never find anything past the beaches. And MaxPax, with his more technical opener and direct response, holds on. 2-1. Well, we got a series. MaxPax not giving it up. He's adapted. A tech-heavy opener from HeroMarine ends up turning around. He ended up like, what are these armies? Essentially, we're doing like a roguelike build here. And I'm not meaning the Zerg. Where HeroMarine's like, this time I'm gonna try a tank Viking run. It's like, okay. Sure. I don't... He does have some games to spare. Are we... Okay. So, I want to talk about Reaper well-offs. In my opinion, they're not worth it. I think the Reaper wall, like the buildings on that high ground, especially in areas like this, on some maps where you can wall off like a pylon and a gate, okay. But this takes like a pylon, a gate, and a cyber core, and a single tank and a few, like a tiny medevac push will kill it. And then your cyber core... It just feels like you're over there. You're like it's like putting a bone on a dog's nose. Okay, you're like, you can't eat that. Can't eat it. Now be good. Don't you dare put a medevac there. But then you're like, oh my God, he ate the bone. That's what it feels like with these Reaper walls sometimes. Because so many times you see the pylon go down and then it depowers like 3 gateways, maybe a Twilight Council or something. Like, what are we doing? But you kept the Reaper from getting in, so that is worth something, obviously, here. Well, We'll see. I can't see any other purpose. Like, this is explicitly to stop Reapers. It has no other practical purpose besides making sure the Reapers can't easily get in. Everything else, it's a liability. Of course, it's that same liability we've had for many... Oh my... The classic ring around the Nexus. Whereas, awkwardly, the Adept doesn't have the range, and the Reaper can technically shoot over the Nexus. I can't touch this. Can we get... I'm over here. I'm over here. Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, and don't come back. You know, honestly, he would have deserved it. After that, oh, does he land the grenade? Yes, but also more practically no. That Reaper deserved it. So you can technically, and I say this, oh, do it. Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the, or just kill, wait, what is HeroMarine doing? I don't know, he's all over the place right now. Does he have any units? Because he lost the Reaper. So yeah, technically you can throw the grenade as the Adept Shades, and if you do it literally pixel perfect, you may interrupt the Adept attack. But it is incredibly... Nope. Stop right there, criminal scum. Yeah. Think about what you've done. Not today. Okay. You and your stupid... Nope. Yeah. Judge, jury, and executioner, Phoenix. But guess where this attack is going? You guys want to guess where this stupid attack is going? You guys want to guess what's about to happen? You wanna know what's gonna happen here? What is this? What is this? Oh no! Is it gonna... Oh, well, he didn't lock out of the pylon, but... Oh, is that gonna depower your Phoenix? Oh, good thing you kept the Reaper out, though. That was worth it, I'm sure. It just interrupts your whole build. Oh, but you kept the Reaper out, though. Totally worth it. Yeah, no one could have predicted walling off the Reaper. Oh, is your cyber core? Is that important? Is that an important building? Well, actually, he's really screwing this up. He does not want to lose those Cyclones. Oh, is your entire defense being dismantled because you can't handle a single Reaper? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, what? Oh, are you losing all your Phoenixes? Are you losing all of your units because you decided a Reaper was too scary? Oh, Winter, are you GM? Are you going to compete in the ESL Open Cup? That's what I thought. You don't get to criticize these players when they make blatantly obvious strategic mistakes. All right, you don't get to do that. All right, not until you win 50 ESL Cups. No, I don't like it. I think it's dumb. I think people need to stop, especially on this map, of all maps. Like, he's gonna lose. He lost multiple pylons. He lost like 4 Phoenixes. He lost his cyber core. Like, it's not good. It's a liability. I have never seen the Reaper wall. Like, at best, it's a minor annoyance to someone who proxies Reapers. And at worst, you lose the game. Which, like, Like, it feels like there's a bit of a disproportionate risk-reward there. I mean, the game isn't over by any means. That wasn't a game-ending attack. Okay. But overall, MaxPax has lost 4 Phoenixes. His cyber core got reset. The Phoenixes are doing what the surviving Phoenixes. Did I say 4? He's lost 4? Oh, wow. The surviving Phoenixes are doing damage on the other side. Here comes HeroMarine with a... What is that production tab? He has 2 barracks. Oh, I think they were, like, delayed awkwardly. Anyways, there goes an Immortal, a Colossus. Another very technical and very messy fight here. The tank. Nope. Okay. Yeah, the flying tank. It's been a while since we've seen that. A lot of units that fly on the ground, and a lot of units on the ground that fly this series. It's all over the place. Dogs and cats getting along. It's raining in California. Like, things are crazy out here. Meanwhile, more Phoenixes. But not as many as there would be if he hadn't done the stupid Reaper wall. Rebuild the cyber core. Well, the Phoenixes are there. HeroMarine decides maybe going out the natural is not the angle for the medevacs. He goes with the classic, let them kill enough of your people that they won't be hungry anymore and they won't come back for a while strategy, which is definitely one of the ways to defend against Phoenixes. Tank push. Well, that medevac looking vulnerable, but the other medevacs find the back of the natural. Recall, but what is he recalling? Yeah, the Phoenixes can just... the Marines can shoot them. Combat shield isn't done, which means this Colossus is a real and present danger. He picks up, which doesn't seem like a permanent solution. Big Gabe drops out of the meta... Ooh. So, what a mess of a game we have here in Game 4. Oh my god, it's all over the place. Alright, wait, MaxPax down to 52 probes against 60 SCVs. How does this happen? I guess he lost a bunch of probes to that drop before the recall came off. Yeah, 13 probes have gone down. Templar Archives on the way. HeroMarine is up. Wow, 83 to 47. I don't want to blame it all on the Reaper wall, so I won't, but I'm just throwing that out there. That's a lot of units. That's a hefty army. What does... He's got extended thermal lance, +1 is done, charge is done. Gonna throw an Archon in the mix, it looks like. He's gotta try to put himself out there and slow this down. The Phoenixes to box out. I don't know if he can defend this base. MaxPax, how many gates? 8 gates. That is a very dicey position. The Disruptor is always a game changer, though not necessarily the way all Protoss like. That first shot, gonna be very important. MaxPax sitting on 3 bases. HeroMarine has a 4th command center about to finish. Like, at what point do we go? He's looking for an angle. The shot? Yeah. Softens the tank. Another Disruptor. Another Disruptor. When does he... He's holding on to the shot. Fires it. Couple Marauders. He didn't lose the Ruptor. Alright. At some point, like, he's holding. He's holding. I don't know what he's holding for. The Vikings looking for an opportunity. MaxPax. It's time to go, he says. He finds an angle on the tanks. The Disruptors picks up some of the tanks. Disruptor shot. Finds a nice chunk. Another shot. Oh, follows the Marines. Blasts them away. The Vikings obliterated. And MaxPax clears the field. Oh, the technical control there. The Phoenix pickups. The timing on attacking the tanks. The Disruptor control. The charge lot position. It comes together. Keeps the Colossi alive. The Disruptors are still in the pocket here. Yeah, most of the Phoenixes went down, but all the Vikings did. Ghosts are now on the way. More Vikings for HeroMarine. 1-1 is done. MaxPax does have to be a bit careful about overcommitment here. Oh, he loses one Colossus. He's into the heart of everything. Disruptor shots coming through. Many Protoss have faltered at the door by trying to press too far into the Terran base. Once that army is no longer forced into a certain angle is when it can really find what it needs. MaxPax with a beautiful fight. But all it does is put time on the clock. HeroMarine still has 4 command centers. Better upgrades for now. He has the tech. He has more workers. So that's why MaxPax is trying so hard to get the damage done. And that opens up an opportunity for charge lots into the main. And this is going to make it that much harder. He has to split his attention. Possibly the most valuable thing at this stage. The disruptor shot zoning out. The most dangerous force field. Charge lots kind of cleaned up, but 9 SCV is down. MaxPax expanding to the north. 4 medevacs coming out. Wait, how many? He has got 6 medevacs now. 11 Vikings. Well, it's shaping up. Well, the disruptor count grows. The Vikings and the Ghosts are added on. Clips 1 Marauder. A pickup of an interesting amount of units. He's poking forward to feign aggression while coming in with the drops. But MaxPax in the main, he gets the warping. Charge lots to the 3rd. The army in the 4th. Disruptor zones out. Hitting the command center. Vikings trying to close in. More zoning Ruptors. There's actually not that much anti-air that is an Archon. The command center itself, the Vikings find a good angle. Knock down a Colossus. The drops on the other side. Charge lots into the back base. Another disruptor shot wards away the entire army. 18 SCVs down and counting. HeroMarine's economy is being gutted right now. He needs to do some damage on the other side, but the disruptors are just pushing him so far away. The drops are already coming out. Was that a recall? Yes, he recalls a chunk of the army, and the charge lots close in from both sides. The disruptors find the Ghosts! Oh no! A disastrous shot. But the disruptors themselves are caught. He's firing everything, but the bio army does enough. Oh, devastating damage on both sides. All the Ghosts dead, but all the disruptors as well. With the Ghosts dead, the Archons become stronger, but with the disruptors dead, the sheer damage output of the bio ball. There's a single Ruptor in this army. The drops were taken out. That one Ruptor shot, though, incredibly dangerous. It's gone now. Where is that Ghost? A single EMP could do so much damage. Another disruptor just popped out of the natural. HeroMarine, he's watching. The Vikings on the ground can't stim. EMP lands from somewhere or other. The stims are too much, though. The Archons are overwhelming the Marines, and MaxPax, despite his strategical Reaper Wall error, is able to scrape a victory. Just amazing control in that fight. With his back up against the corner. Not really against the wall, but between his bases. He couldn't afford to give any ground. HeroMarine really tried to press the not two base, but early mid-game issue. And MaxPax this time battles it back. All tied up. Game 5. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to smash that like button. If you've made it this far, you're still awake. Or subscribe or whatever. One of those things. And how could you sleep when there are disruptor shots to be argued over? HeroMarine, it feels like he's lost some momentum. Actually, that's not giving enough credit where credit is due. MaxPax has shifted away from the gateway armies into the heavy tech, and that is stereotypically where Protoss is strongest. That's their big thing, somewhat puns intended, is the Colossi, the Robo Bay. Not a bunch of weak units, but a few incredibly strong ones. And MaxPax is leaning in instead of leaning away from that. HeroMarine goes with the double gas into the depot wall. Let the probe watch. What are you doing? He's kind of tried this a few games. It feels like MaxPax is getting maybe not better each game, but at least more prepared. Which is a minor but distinct difference. In that he knows what he wants, but it doesn't always pan out perfectly. Yeah, probe definitely sees the command center. Reaper heading towards the main. No Reaper wall this time. Bit of a different map. Are we doing this again? No. Okay. Stargate is the choice, and why not? So last time we saw a scouting Hellion, I asked the people, what should we call it? Okay, I got a lot of answers. Some of my favorites included camera car, but that seems a little on the nose. But my second favorite is Jeff. Okay, so this is just Jeff over here, gathering data, potentially murdering workers. All right, classic Jeff move. So shout out to Jeff, the scouting Hellion. Not Jeffrey. It isn't Jeffrey. It's Jeff with a J. And 2 eyes, but not where you'd think. His name was Jeff. Two eyes, and they're inside the driver's seat. Oh my. Here, we got another mercenary move out here. A little bit of everything, like a campaign level attack. We got 2 Cyclones, a Reaper, Jeff, 5-6 Marines, a Medevac, up against two Phoenixes, 2 Adepts, and a Sentry. It's attacks like this that make me feel like playing this game is for the younger generation, because this is such a technical... So, the Cyclones can be countered by the Phoenixes, but also counter the Phoenixes in turn. There's no shield battery. Force field used to try to cut down the angle there. Picks up to break the lock, backs off. The third base does get denied. Okay, I'm too busy just trying to think about the interaction between these units to really tell what's actually happening. Oh, the triple clone, shield battery overcharge, really leaning on this as HeroMarine. He's once again trying to press in. That Immortal is going to be a lot. Jeff leads the charge. Oh, the lock-ons. Gets a double lock and knocks out a Sentry. Phoenixes pick up, break lock, going for the medevac. Misses the shot, loses a Phoenix. More Phoenixes being added. The armies continue to rally. The Immortal barely... rest in peace, Jeff. Vikings hit the deck. Actually, Vikings have bonus damage against everything but the Adept here. Which, honestly, some of the best anti-Stalker, anti-Immortal units, though usually not thought of as such. With that bonus to Mechanical. I don't know how the Vikings are so good at picking apart mechanical units, alright, but maybe because their ships break so much, they know their way around them. The Phoenixes cutting off reinforcements. The Immortals busting out. The Stalkers chasing down, and where does this leave us? The worker counts are about even, but the tie... the lead goes... The tie goes to the leader. Yes, that's the phrase. And that should be whoever has mules, but we're not quite there yet. Twilight, Forge, 5 gates. The Observer's spotting all the... I'm pretty sure he knows. He sees it, right? Oh, come on. Oh, he made the most obvious... Like, you know he's... Like, either he intentionally wanted him to use a scan, or he flinched. Like, if he didn't see it before, he definitely sees it now. He's moving his Vikings actively. Well, HeroMarine is lining up for another 2-base timing. Does he have Tactiboys? He actually doesn't with this. It's a Viking Cyclone tank timing. He's leaning on it again. +1 weapons. Infantry weapons about to finish up. Charge +1. Pretty far off for MaxPax. The tanks find a position to siege. The Vikings will provide a lot of vision. The Viking count high enough to zone out the Phoenixes. It's 5 Vikings to 3 Phoenixes. More being added. The tanks are in range of the Nexus now. The Colossus is dying almost before the fight starts, as the Vikings just laying into it. Tanks retarget. The Colossus is holding the Disruptor! Center mass! Some not-so-charged lots at the back, but that Disruptor changes everything. Just took the meat out of that entire sandwich of an attack. Oh, caught between a rock and a hard place. Those Marines, Marauders, and a Cyclone or two. Oh, I got so excited we gotta watch it again. Jimmy! The charge is completed. Phoenixes. HeroMarine still has a strong attack. But that critical mass of units, it feels like it's broken. He no longer has the army to keep MaxPax bottled up at home. Disruptor shot, exploratory, almost clips a tank. +1 ground weapons here coming from MaxPax. The Viking count down to 4. Still a couple Phoenixes to help buffer. But they won't kill the Vikings on their own. HeroMarine, he built another heli, and I'm not sure if that was intentional. Alright, the Zealots coming in. The Disruptor shots. Over the top. MaxPax holding it together. But the drop at the back. Charge lots will deal with it. I'm not sure if he ran up, but there's some charge lots at the back line. It was 2-0 for HeroMarine. But MaxPax has held. He's adapted. And right now, shield battery overcharge is up. The Vikings are chasing a Colossus. HeroMarine has maybe one more big attack. He's got no real follow-up to all of this. He's running out of steam. He doesn't have that much to go here. Stimming back again. The Charizlots keep dragging him back. And he picks up. And he heads to the main. A desperation move. The Vikings gun down the Phoenixes. The base setup here. A pylon powering so much. A classic mistake. The Vikings might be able to pick off the Colossus, but the Disruptors... Are those Blink Stalkers? No, but do they need to be? Not really. The Colossus actually gets caught. Disruptor's taken down. MaxPax is 4th. Should be vulnerable here. And HeroMarine is making a mountain out of a molehill. The drop's heading out. He's trying to keep it together. This is a lot of Protoss in the center, though. Well, the tanks find a great angle, but HeroMarine leads into the Ruptor hit. The drop's in the main. He builds another pylon. It still powers too much. HeroMarine finds the angle there. Looking for more. The tanks... That's several Archons trying to get some vision on the high ground. A staging area. The gateway itself was being targeted, it looks like. A few probes go down. The tanks... The destructible rocks. Still. Oh, the shield battery padding the Nexus on the back, thanking it for activating the overcharge. But it won't last forever. HeroMarine's still keeping it together. Still pushing in. It really does feel like MaxPax is one good fight away, but a beautiful dodge. The tanks. A flank from the Charizlot's gonna lose a couple of the tanks. Down to 1. The Liberator sieges. The Nexus itself is vulnerable. The shield battery used the rest of its energy on dealing with it. If he could just get the 3rd, he can always lift his buildings and it's still so close. As somehow HeroMarine, like, this army should not be... He's managed to hold MaxPax at bay. He needs to kill that Nexus. A few Marauder hits. The boys! Oh, a Disruptor shot! Only hits 1 or 2 Marines. The rest of the Disruptors are on cooldown. Shield battery overcharge is up. The Liberators will siege. The boys are in front. More Liberators sieging. The first one and he taps out. Like this. I know, another Disruptor on the way. The shield battery overcharges a lot. Oh. HeroMarine, though, not confident he's gonna get through. Oh, that feels a bit salty. Hard not to be after a match such as this one, but I don't think well, the Medivacs are out of energy. The Liberator is about to die. Shield battery overcharge is still up and Disruptors are not dead. So it is unlikely that when faced with another warp-in, that this army's gonna win the game. But, oh, that does feel like a few more seconds would have made up some minds there. Like, I am... Yeah, it's bad. It's very not good. But, like, play it out like 6 more seconds. Like, let your units die to the Archons. I know it sucks, but I don't know. A bit of a bittersweet ending. But MaxPax, the real story is MaxPax adapting and holding on. The rocks were being hit by Disruptor shots. That's the damage the rocks took. And, like, incidental tank fire for the most part. Oh, well, what do you think? Too early? Just in time? Or he should have GG'd when he first saw the Disruptors? Tell me, Terrans. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I hope it made your day a little bit better. Thanks for watching the ESL Open Cup. Big Gabe gonna have to try again next week. Good luck. Have fun. Check out this. Jimmy put the video up on this one as well. It probably has MaxPax or HeroMarine or Beyond or something. So, thank you for watching. Stay chill.